Hello my dear friends, welcome to Canadian Immigration Channel. You were asking me several times to give you an idea about confirmation of your diplomas from Medical Council of Canada and sort of very short, precise instruction what should be done in there, or in a nutshell, how to work with this. Now, we spoke before that Medical Council of Canada, if you're unlucky to apply as the doctor, if you're looking to apply for immigration and you have to assess your diplomas through MCC, well, my condolences, because this organization does everything humanly possible with their instructions to make sure that you will not be able to do it. Now, I'm not saying that they're that evil, but their instructions are so complicated, they're so vague, and sometimes so impossible to comply with that many people actually give up. I know at least a few examples where applicants were coming to me and saying that, look, we would never ever be able to do this. Though I hope that this short video will help you to understand how to proceed with these requirements and what to do with them. Now, when you're applying for assessment of your credentials through Medical Council of Canada, you would have to open your profile on their website. You would have to do the following things. You just, again, sounds pretty easy, but you would have to provide them the certified true copy of your identity, means of your passport. You would have to provide them a copy of your diploma, which does not have to be certified. You would have to send them the cover sheet, which you could get from their portal. You would have to send them the cover sheet for your diploma. You could get it through your portal as well. You would have to send them the certified identity confirmation, which is notarized. Now, for certified true copy of your passport, a certified identity confirmation, you would have to make sure that these are verified by the English-speaking notary, and the stamp of this notary is in English as well, which makes things completely undoable for many countries where the first language is not English. In other words, if you're living somewhere, I don't know, say in Spain, and the notary public cannot put a stamp in English in there, well, you would have to deal with the complications trying to find an English-speaking notary public, probably not from your home country. In other words, you would have to use a notary services from, say, an embassy of the United States. Sometimes Canadian High Commission or embassy would provide those services as well. Sometimes it would be United Kingdom embassy, which does have their English-speaking notary with that stamp as well. Or in the very worst case, like where it's absolutely impossible and you're living in the country where just it's not doable, you have to go somewhere else. There are countries where they just don't have a U.S. embassy or Canadian embassy, or those embassies do not have notary services anymore. What you could do as the proposal and as an option, you could consider sending your original documents to us, to our office, well, obviously by the courier. We will be able to help you to notarize those and return them back, send them back to you by courier services as well, right? The biggest portion of the cost here probably would be just express postage, making sure that your original documents are not lost, but this is the best we can do for you, helping you out to verify your documents. Now, after all this is done, you also have to make sure that if your diplomas are not in English or French, they would have to be translated. And with respect to translations, make sure that you would use translation services from MCC. Even though they actually give you an option to have it translated from Canada, from ATIU certified translator, it sometimes turns out to be completely undoable because they have the requirements that the translator has to attach the notarized copy, so etc, etc. I could continue it to the end. So bottom line, make sure that the translation is done in Medical Council of Canada. If you manage to have everything, both your diploma and the translation, fit into 2 PDF sheets, you would end up paying far, far less than, say, 3 or 4, because they actually charge you per page as well. So bottom line, after all this done, after you went through all these circles of hell, you would have to wait approximately for 1 year for your diplomas to be verified. Well, again, it's not for everybody. Unfortunately, it's or luckily it's not for everybody, but for those of you who are unfortunate enough to apply as medical doctors, as special physicians, well, you would have to go through MCC. The good portion of the news is that this could be used as the first step for your licensing in Canada when you arrive in here, but considering the fact that assessing your diplomas could take you up to a year, see, I mean, by the time you arrive in here, you might be already old enough to just pretty much pass on the idea of being licensing in the country. Again, just don't want to say that it's absolutely negative, but yep, the requirements as of now are quite challenging, and I hope this short video helps you to understand how to overcome those challenges. Questions, concerns, feel free to send us an email, and of course don't forget to subscribe for the channel.